I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
The inauguration of President Barack Obama as he begins his second term comes at a time when opinion is divided over whether or not the African continent has benefited much during the United States' 44th president's first term in office. Many have said that the son of a Kenyan father has given the black continent a raw deal, and that his commitment to helping Africa has not been commensurate with the huge enthusiasm and optimism that the continent showed when he was first elected president 4 years ago. In fact, his re-election did not excite as much passion in Africa as did his election in 2008. Some are pointing towards the Asian continent for the no-love-lost attitude exhibited by some African countries, saying that China has offered more goodies with less or no conditions attached. It is not lost on observers that President Obama visited Sub-Saharan Africa only once during his first 4 years, which was actually a stopover of less than a day in Ghana. But the message he delivered in Ghana in 2009 was seen by many as a message for the whole continent, telling the region to shape up on many fronts if it expected him to be of any help.
No person wants to live in a society where the rule of law gives way to the rule of brutality and bribery. That is not democracy, that is tyranny, even if occasionally you sprinkle an election in there.
And he has reiterated the same general message every time he has found an opportunity, and most of the time the message could easily pass as one that is specially crafted for Kenya.
We look forward to working with all who embrace genuine and inclusive democracy.
It is not a secret that President Obama has been disappointed with the direction Kenya took after the 2007 general election. But along the way, President Obama has expressed optimism for Kenya.
As I think everybody knows, my father was from Kenya, and we want Kenya to succeed. And the only way Kenya is going to succeed is if the country comes together, because this is a singular opportunity to put Kenyan governance on a more solid footing that can move beyond ethnic violence, can move beyond corruption, can move the country towards a path of economic prosperity.
Many say that even though some African countries have not heeded his advice on promotion of democracy and good governance, he still could have done more.
If anything happens.
His predecessor, George W. Bush, is credited with a very successful HIV/AIDS program for Africa. But it may not be all gloom for Kenya during his second term. Many young Kenyans living in the US illegally are now able to apply for college and work permits pending the much-awaited comprehensive immigration reforms.
Obama did a good thing by actually passing the law, because now it just opens up a lot of opportunities for a lot of people our age.
This will no doubt have a positive economic impact on Kenya.
Because once we are able to get jobs, we'll be able to invest in Kenya, which is a good thing.
It is also largely expected that the president will fast-track a bilateral agreement that will see Delta Airlines, the world's largest airline in terms of fleet size, commence direct flights from the US to Kenya and vice versa. Delta Airlines hub in Atlanta is the world's busiest airport, and this would mean that more American investors and tourists would easily find their way to Kenya. This would be a major economic boost for the country, especially because it is largely expected that the president will extend the African Growth Opportunity Act, AGOA, which enables manufactured goods from Kenya and Africa in general to enter the US market duty-free. Direct flights between the two countries would guarantee a huge increase in the volume of goods moved. This will undoubtedly boost Kenya's economy tremendously. But during his first term in office, President Obama was cautious in the way he dealt with Kenya and was keen not to be seen, especially by his political foes, as though he was favoring the land of his ancestors. It is instructive that despite the fact that President Obama has found time to sit down at the White House with the likes of Zimbabwe's Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai, he has neither found similar time for President Kibaki nor Prime Minister Raila Odinga during the many visits they have made to Washington. But this time around, many expect that he would honor his undertaking to visit Kenya.
Well, I'm positive that before my service as president is completed, I will visit Kenya again. as President of the United States.
Obviously, President Obama has been keenly watching the events as they unfold in Kenya, and the outcome of the forthcoming general election will hugely inform how he engages with his father's motherland. BMJ Muriithi, NTV, Atlanta.
Thank you very much. Thank you.